Hey, Bob Azumi here, and we've got a lovely June day out. It's hot, it's warm, the fish have got to be biting. So I've just got the boat packed up, and I've got a little bit of a road trip planned, heading down to Lake St. Clair, my old stomping grounds down in southwestern Ontario. I'm going to meet up with a buddy of mine, Derek Strub. Derek and I have known each other since, gosh, the 80s now. He's a tournament competitor like myself, and we've butted heads fishing tournaments over the years, but we've also fished a few together. In fact, we won the Quinny Series Classic 2 years in a row as partners, but I'm going to tag up with him to do some fun fishing today. We don't get out very often together just to go pound on some fish. Lake St. Clair should be on fire. I've got the boat full of all kinds of tackle for different species. Hopefully the walleyes or muskies or panfish, something's got to be biting down there. I'm excited. It's warm weather. It's June. There's no excuses. Let's see what happens. Wow. That is a fish of a lifetime. There we go, boy. Wow, that thing is a monster. They fight hard, don't they?
Look at that magnificent fish.
Look at the size of that fish.
There he is again.
The color is incredible. Oh, there we go.
The Real Fishing Show with Bob Azumi.
Big old Great Lakes smallmouth. That is a big rainbow trout, Chris. Nice double header.
Whoa, nice jump.
Yeah, all right. That is a monster smallmouth. Man, that is so cool. Another one, there we go. The biggest pike I've ever caught. Look at that chunk. So that's what we're talking about.
Real Fishing is sponsored by Mercury, Go Boldly, Berkeley, Catch More Fish, and Abu Garcia for life.
On the Real Fishing Show, we make catching fish like this a possibility.
I just had something spin up on us.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I've had a follow, had a fish, you've had a fish in the last few minutes since we've been starting.
Oh, there's so many fish in this weed bed.
I bet you we get a muskie.
I think we're gonna get a muskie. We're gonna get a big pike. We're gonna get walleye.
Oh, what do we got here? Let's see.
Big walleye.
Oh, nice walleye. Let's sink right down in the weeds.
You want me to scoop 'em or you want to swing them?
I'll swing them. There we go.
Ah, very nice walleye.
A weed walleye, Lake St. Clair special. Now this is, I want to show the viewers something here. That's why, that's why I put a trailer hook on. So this is one of the Berkeley swim bait jig heads. So I've got a wire leader here. That's a 3/8 ounce Berkeley swim jig here. And that's one of the Champ swim baits. And I've got a stinger hook, and that walleye was actually hooked right on the stinger hook here. And that's so key, especially if you're fishing multi-species in this cabbage weed like Derek and I are doing. It's just a little bit of added insurance, that stinger hook. But I'm gonna put a drop of super glue here to hold this swim bait on. I see it just came off. Another little trick. When you're fishing weeds, you rip a lot of baits off, so a little glue. All right. Oh, there's fish. Oh, yeah.
What you got?
Oh, that feels like a good fish. What is it? Staying down in the weeds. I just let it pause for a second and sink down a bit.
Again.
Oh,
Big walleye.
Yeah, nice walleye. All right.
Big fur and weed
You
bed.
see all the cabbage weed down there? Here, I'll just get it over here. All right. Now, once again on that stinger hook. Good one.
So you're letting them sink to the bottom. I'm gonna start dropping mine. I've just been keeping it up high.
Okay. So you'll see. Oh, this one is hooked on that was hooked on the main hook there. All right. Well, we are gonna be eating some fresh fish there, Mr. Strub.
Good.
All right, that's a good eating walleye. Lake St. Clair special. And Derek, you know, Lake St. Clair is just one big giant bowl and not very deep either, right?
No, yeah, exactly. Very little structure out here.
And so here we are, we're June fishing, and for the most part, you know, there's not a lot of weeds up yet because the water's so high, right? And it's been a weird spring. It's hot now, but then, you know, it was a cold spring. We had snow in May, and then we had 30-degree Celsius weather in May, right?
Yeah, it just warmed up the last week probably?
Yeah, last week, week and a half. And so what we've got here is some lush cabbage weed. It's all through this area we're fishing. And so far we've seen carp swimming through here, gar pike swimming through, caught that little northern.
Largemouth, pike, walleye.
Yeah, white bass. It's like, must be a restaurant in these weeds. There must be a lot of bait in the weeds, and of course cover too. And water's kind of funny here because some areas of St. Clair it's like gin clear. Here it's kind of milky, isn't it?
It is. We were out, what, 14 feet there before. We could see bottom perfectly. But there was no weed out there. Like this seems to be, we spent a lot of time today looking for any decent amount of vegetation that was up more than a foot. We're post-spawn for everything right now, because even the bass back here are done. The water's in the, what, 73, 74? No, it's 75 degrees, so they're done back here. So everything's back here. And we know there's a muskie. We want to get a muskie today.
Where are the muskies? We saw two yesterday in a different area.
Yeah, and they were no interest at all, those fish. They were just swimming by. They didn't turn to the baits. They didn't follow the baits. They were just there. There we go.
Got him?
Yeah. I don't think that's the right species, Bob.
That looks like a jumping fish, and walleyes usually do not jump.
That was a largemouth.
Largemouth or smallmouth? Largemouth?
It was largemouth, that one.
Huh, that was a good one too.
Yeah, not bad.
Well, good. That was a good LDR. Long distance release. Folks, stay tuned. We'll be right back with some more real fishing, and who knows what we'll catch.
Coming up.
Doubleheader, I got the rock bass.
Wait, what do you got? Oh, I got
a rock bass.
I just watched this pike come up and nail it.
Dude,
There we go.
right to the end.
Oh, what is that?
That's a largemouth? Smallmouth.
Smallmouth. Small smallmouth.
In the center of a very large cabbage bed. And a
And a
pond.
skinny one, eh?
That sure is post-spawn male, probably.
Definitely skinny. Gotta turn them around. Get that. It's funny, you know. All these fish coexist together. One big happy family. So this is a champ swimmer, and it's pretty cool power bait, and it's in a Tennessee shad, and pretty realistic looking color. What I'm gonna do is thread it on the jig head, and you gotta thread your plastics on the jig head so that they're nice and square. So see, I've lined that up so it's square, but now I'm gonna take some of this super glue here. I'll glue it on now. So put that on there. Now I'm gonna butt that head right up. Let that dry for a second while I'm putting on the trailer hook. And that's one thing, if you can get away with it and the weeds aren't too thick, and this is like the scattered cabbage that we're fishing, just gonna take this little keeper right here. There, and that's gonna hold that treble hook on. That's it right there, man.
Oh, doubleheader, I got the rock bass.
Wait, what do you got? Oh,
I got a
got
rock bass.
I just watched this pike come up and nail it. There.
Yours is better than mine.
Oh, come on, you don't have to make me feel so good.
I'd help you with
Oh,
that,
my
but
swim bait just fell off.
I'd help you with that, but I don't want to.
Oh, I see. And what would I say? Look at that. Wow. This fish. I lost my swim bait on this fish. I lost my treble hook. I basically lost everything.
All
But-
for a pike.
Yes, but it is the Great Northern.
Great southern walleye. They're southern pike.
Now, do you eat pike?
Not usually, no.
No, a lot of guys I know love pike. They
They're
say,
good. They taste really good.
They
They're a bit
say
of-
you can't tell the difference between this fish here and a walleye.
No, I would agree with that. They're just harder to clean, right?
A little bit of work. What do you
Another
got?
pike.
What have you got?
Another pike.
Another pike. Oh, he swallowed that. Here are the pliers.
That is a big rod for that little pike.
The Great Northern?
The great northern pike.
You are the Northern Pike Slayer.
Lucky I have a leader on there. Wow, did he ever? Look at that. Think he wanted that bait?
Where is it?
I'm not putting my hand in there.
Here.
I have those pliers right here.
Yeah, but look.
I got
These,
the spreader.
yeah, if you're gonna fish around pike or muskies, these Cuda spreaders are so good. Watch this. Check that out.
Okay, put them in action.
There you go. Oh my.
Yeah, it's gone.
There you go. Look at that. They're in action. Whoop, and there goes the slime in the boat.
I know how big
You-
a fan you are of that.
I fish with Strub, the boat is very messy because he takes those fish off and a lot of fish touch the carpet. Yeah, we should be. Yeah, this is some good downtime, Strub.
He's healthy, eh? Chubber.
Coming up,
It took that swim bait so far down.
let's take a look down under with this week's Fish Eye View, sponsored by Mercury. Go boldly. Nearly all of us will admit to having one favorite game fish. Size may play a big role, but seasonal trends and local popularity name every species. Based on tackle sales and statistics, largemouth bass still hold the overall top spot. Due to their superb eating qualities, the aptly named panfish make the list with increasing frequency. Indeed, these small fish provide fast action and reliable sport. But what about all those other fish, lumped together under the dubious title coarse fish? We like to call them alternative species. Indeed, there's a whole world of readily available and abundant species out there, almost completely ignored by anglers. Many are simply caught incidentally while targeting other fish. For those times when nothing else is hitting, why not salvage the day by intentionally targeting that which is available? Widely distributed fish like gar, sheepshead, carp, and catfish are willing to bite and give a decent account of themselves. Times are changing as more and more open-minded anglers realize the value of this virtually untapped resource. As a matter of fact, carp have become immensely popular in recent years. Fact is, anything that bites and provides action is a good sport fish.
There we go. What is that? That felt
Looks heavy.
That felt a bit better.
Largemouth.
Oh, Mr. Largemouth. I slow rolled that thing down there, and I'm like, there's got to be a walleye. Come on up, Mr. Largemouth, on the
Nice healthy one.
on the trailer hook. Thank you, Mr. Bass. I appreciate it, but
Oh, what have I got on?
what do you got? Something
This is bigger.
something good?
Yeah, big piker muskie.
Serious?
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Well,
I don't mean giant.
well
but
this
like-
guy's going back, and
Oh no, big walleye, Bob.
yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I will get the net. Oh, nice walleye. Nice.
Just
Mr. Walleye.
stuck me there. I thought it was a bigger pike. That's
All
good
right.
fish. Thank you.
Nice deep net. Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Mr. Strub, you got yourself a walleye on camera.
Yes.
He caught a big one off camera, folks. We had to break for something to eat. You know, just to take a break, because he was getting a little peaked. Were you?
A little peckish. You
Were you?
think you wanted that?
Wow, ate that champ swimmer. That's so cool. I'm just gonna get us back over here. Very cool.
Underspin swim bait right in the back of
Oh,
his
the
throat.
underspin.
The underspin.
Aha.
A nice walleye.
Here's the two different baits right here, and this is pretty cool. So this is the same Champ Swimmer, the same soft swim bait, but you've got the underspin here, which is really cool. It's got a little willow leaf underneath, heavier jig. That one there is like a 3/4 ounce, and I'm using like a 1/2 ounce swim bait jig head, one of the Berkeley swim bait jig heads, and you got two contrasts here, a little bit of flash and subtle. There's a fish.
What you got?
Feels like Mr. Walleye.
Yeah, sure does. Nope, pike.
Whoa!
That's a good pike.
He's skinny though.
Does it?
Look at that.
Not much.
It took that swim bait so far down. It took. Whoa!
That's probably why we have leaders on, right?
You got the trolling motor there, Derek, because
I just pinned this down, Buff.
this is. Oh, I just broke my my line. Boy, that thing sucked it back deep. Okay. See you later, Mr. Pike. I got a rig up, Strub. That thing chewed my my bait up pretty good.
Had a smallmouth and a white bass together come flying up after that swim bait.
Smallmouth and a white bass.
Yes.
Smorgasbord of fish. That's one thing about St. Clair. It is a smorgasbord of fish. You know, when you think, how many species can you catch here? It's pretty amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, oh yeah. How many have we got here? We're fishing a cabbage bed that is what, 150 by 150 meters in size? And we've caught pike, walleye, white bass, largemouth, smallmouth. We're seeing lots of carp, gar, and that was, and I've seen perch come up. It's just crazy.
And the irony is we started today hoping to catch a muskie, and we saw a few muskies yesterday. We haven't caught one yet. The amount of muskies in St. Clair is mind-boggling. Probably more in Lake St. Clair than any other lake in the world per acre, don't you think?
Oh, I think so. Like, if we're out on a tournament here, out fishing smallmouth, we get muskie all day.
Folks, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Coming up.
So funny. How can such a small fish make us giggle like that?
Oh, I know.
Well, we decided to change it up and come in after some bluegills. That's just a little guy there. He's gonna go back, but we got a little windy out there on the main lake, so we thought we'd come into some protected area here. And yesterday we caught a lot in here. It was flat, calm, sunny, eh, Derek?
Yeah, we got, oh, there we go.
You got them?
Yeah. We got, I don't know what we got back here, maybe 100.
About 100 big bluegills. Is that a good one?
That's okay. Not a bad eating size gill at all, actually. A little piece of gulp which just flew off.
Mr. Gill.
He's a little small.
Here we go. Oh yeah. There's the target species right there.
Not a bad one.
Mr. Gill. Palm-sized gill right there. These are great eating fish. You can keep a few of these to eat. You know, as a kid, we used to catch a lot of these, and it was so much fun. Our father would take us fishing and use a little bobber and a little piece of worm. We're using gulp right now, just little gulp baits, but under a float. But these are going to be fun, fun fish to catch. Just got to find a little school of them in these reeds here and see if we can't pound on a few.
There we go.
Going?
Yep.
Aha.
It'll keep. Oh, look at the color on that thing.
Nice
Wow.
one.
Beautiful fish.
Does that not look like a lot of crankbaits that are exactly that color?
Oh, yeah, it sure does.
They've pretty well matched them, you know, on some of the crankbaits I use. Some of the
See, that's probably a male, right? He's much brighter.
Yeah, sure.
Bright orange. About as big as my hand. Now we're getting them. Got a good spot going here. See, and you have, oh, yours is pretty red too.
We're a little different.
Yeah, they are.
Mine is brighter. I guess you
I'll do the tour.
do the tour, 22-foot tour. Ranger fisherman, I'm sorry.
These are nice gills. Like that's a handful of bluegill.
Look at that,
right
look
there.
at the 2 colors. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, they are.
A 1-inch fish fry. And here's what they look like. They're just tiny. And that's the result right there.
It is, yeah. See, that's, I got a bright head on, but same
Yeah.
bait, right?
Right on. He's trying to hang me up. Oh. So funny. How can such a small fish make us giggle like that?
Oh, I know. Just love it.
I just think that, you know the table fare is good, right?
It's still the tug, right? We both caught marlin in hundreds of pounds, and this to me is just
Carp and marlin
carp
and
and
muskies, and here we are catching these.
giggling like we've never fished before.
Definitely different, but different even than throwing swim baits as we did earlier for walleyes and pike and stuff, right?
Yeah, there we go. Oh, jumper. Oh, come on. Get off of there. A lot of times when they wrap you up, you just go slack and let them swim off, and then you can get them out. They'll swim off the reeds on their own. That is a chunky one right there, Bob.
Nice. Oh, that's sort of that bluegill, right?
Yeah, really, really blue. Look at that.
It's about as blue as you're gonna get. Very nice.
Yeah, you're a dozen. That's a chunk. That's my biggest, I think.
Yep, that one was, we were just moving and had to pin down
Double
another.
header. There we go.
All righty.
Wrap her up.
You know what? We might catch a few more of these before we quit down here at Lake St. Clair. But I'll tell you, Derek, a lot of fun. You know, we did some taping today, caught some walleyes and pike and pretty well every species you can think of except muskies, which we didn't get any muskies,
We
did we?
did not. That's really odd for here, too.
But we caught a little bit of everything down here at Lake St. Clair. You gotta love this June fishing down here. Lots of fun. Hey, you and I have known each other since the 80s, and just to get out here and fun fish for just about everything that swims, life is good.
Life is really good.
Palm-sized gills and good eating walleyes.
what?
Life doesn't get much better than that.
Exactly. You know, just we should share with the viewers, too, that this wasn't the plan. Sometimes you got to roll with the punches, right?
No, well, we weren't gonna really fish bluegills.
No, we were going to try to get some muskie in their post-spawn, and it wasn't going to
Look at
happen.
the
right?
colors of those.
Yeah, totally different looking fish.
All righty.
Sometimes you fish for what nature gives you.
We'll see you next week right here for some more real fishing.
Real Fishing was sponsored by Mercury, Go Boldly, Berkeley, Catch More Fish, and Abu Garcia for life.
Well, that thing's got some weight to it. Size that puppy right there. That is just wild.
Man.
Beautiful, beautiful. What a
Look at
beauty.
the size of that thing.